Imagine walking down the same street every single day. The cracks in the sidewalk, the faded graffiti, trash scattered along the curb. It's always been there. It blends into the background. Unfortunately, we don't have to imagine this reality. This is our community and the reality we've become accustomed to. But what if one day you decided that this wasn't just the way things are? What if you chose to change it? Not because someone told you to, not because it was a rule, but because you cared. Hello, director, families, teachers, students, and the class of 2025. My name is Luis Martinez, and welcome to my senior talk. Today, I'm going to talk about the wonder of legacy. And what better way to talk about a great legacy than what our founders did in our community 20 years ago. You see, I came from a normal public school in our community. I used my phone in class, always had my AirPods in, and gave my teachers a hard time. That did not fly at GPA. I constantly got in trouble as I painfully adjusted to my new normal. I had to reply with yes, sir, wear my uniform with pride, and walk in straight, silent lines. The social norms at GPA are not normal. We are nothing like the other schools in our community. That uncomfortable transition, learning GPA culture, was me experiencing the legacy of our founders. They came into a school where the normal was expulsions, fights, and low graduation rates. And they worked tirelessly to change our social norms and transform our community through education. Talk about a radical change. So, when I say that the wonder of legacy is changing the social norms for the better, now you know what I mean. Now you may be wondering why I'm talking about legacy. Well, I'm sure some of you may recognize me as the kid who picks up trash after school. However, I didn't wake up one day and decide, hey, I want to pick up trash. Matter of fact, it was never about the trash. As a 9th grader, I would follow my mentor after school while he was on supervision. We would go on walks together, and he would give me life advice. I look up to him. He's an important person in my life. So you can imagine how I felt when one day I saw him walk out with a bucket and pickers picking up trash. I couldn't allow him to do this alone, so I offered to do it for him. He warned me about the comments I might receive, but without giving it a second thought, I grabbed the bucket and pickers and began to pick up trash, piece by piece. Ultimately, my mentor was right. My efforts in helping the community by picking up trash were soon belittled by the comments I received from other students. They would call me names like janitor, thinking this was an insult. But seniors, we know better. We know that without the help of C9, our campus would not be what it is today. But still, many people thought I was doing it as a punishment or community service hours. These days, you can join the Bucket Kids and get community service hours. But that wasn't the case for me when I first started. I started Bucket Kids because I care about my mentor. And I continue to pick up trash because I care about my community. I didn't stop. Every day, I walked home with a bucket, picking up trash along the way. At first, people laughed. But then, something unexpected happened. More and more students began to help out in the after-school efforts of keeping our community clean. It started with just one bucket. Now, Students across all grade levels are helping us uphold a clean and welcoming environment. The bucket kids are the new norm in our community. It's normal to see students picking up trash after school with a bucket in one hand and pickers in the other. 4 years ago, trash on the sidewalk was something people ignored. We knew it was normal to see trash and graffiti around our community, but that's not the way it should be. We changed the social norms in this community by doing the unexpected, by striving for a cleaner and safer environment, by ignoring those who would laugh or assume we were being punished. In doing so, I left the legacy of the bucket kids that will continue after I graduate. Your legacy doesn't have to be tangible, meaning you don't have to be able to see or touch it. It can live inside the hearts of others in that change that you make for those people. For instance, we reflect the legacy of our founders through the culture that we uphold here at GPA. The respect we show each other, the gratitude, the kindness, the commitment to the revolutionary idea that students in our community deserve good things too. These are the ripples of their legacy. Before I started thinking about my legacy, I thought about the legacy of our founders and my mentor. I would not have started picking up trash that first day if not for the culture, support, and confidence they instilled in me through GPA. And for that, I thank you, Director Riverall. Thank you for always keeping the class of 2025 at such a high standard and giving us the support to meet your expectations. Thank you to my mentor for always believing in me when no one else did, myself included. Thank you to the Bucket Kids for dedicating your time every day after school for our community and continuing the legacy. To my friends and family who have been there for me through my highs and lows, you give me the strength to defy expectations and the courage to believe in myself and my community. The legacy I leave behind is your legacy too. We're all standing on the shoulders of those who came before us. We're part of a larger story. Just our journey was made possible by their hard work and achievements previously thought impossible. Just as our actions today will help shape what comes next. And here's the thing about legacy. It's not just what people remember about you. It's about the change you leave behind. So ask yourself, what legacy will I leave? Thank you for listening. This concludes my senior talk.